Hello, hello. Welcome to Happiness is a Healthier Habit with me, your nutrition coach. My name is Jackie Poole, and here we talk about mom life, weight loss, habits, nutrition, and everything in between. And we are getting down to the wire. It is almost Christmas, it is almost New Year, and if you're too busy to take 5 minutes to do for yourself, today's topics for you. We're going to talk about how to make the most of this season, set intentions for a healthy, happy new year. And I'm trying to keep this short and sweet because I want you to be able to take away all of these points and implement them right away. And lately I've been liking these short clips, so let me know if you do as well. So let's slay this, shall we? First of all, we're going to talk about embracing the fun and festivities. This season is to eat, to drink, to be merry. We have all of these great smells. I know as a Hispanic woman, I love having the tamales smell. But for all of my, other side here, you got the gingerbread smell of cookies, all of that, smells are in the air, and the temptation of all of the festive treats are everywhere. So they're lurking around every corner here. So it's important to help you as my listener to really find a balance. I want to encourage you to enjoy the holiday treats, of course, in moderation, right? While we keep our fitness routines in check. We're all about the holly jolly balance, which I did speak about this in a couple of episodes. So I believe it was episode 35, where you have some pointers on how to maintain your immune system and keep your healthy habits for this month. So if you didn't listen to that one, I will link it below. But, so just keep you in check in these last couple of days of this month to keep those good habits during the rest of this month. So that's number one. Embrace the fun and festivities. Number two is one of my ultimate favorites that I've learned along the way this year, and I like to say it's really become a staple for me, especially because this year has had so many roller coaster hills of going up and down. And so managing your stress, especially during the holidays, because I think as a mom or as an individual that has family all over and we split it everywhere, and there's school, and if you're a student, you have finals, you have traveling. Holiday stress can be a lot like when the kids are opening up all the presents in the morning and it sneaks up on you, and then you end up with a pile of mess everywhere. So to help you combat this type of stress, because again, let's face it, this season, it's a whole new load. It's something different than the rest of the year because of all of the activities and festivities that come along. So let's face it. So face the stress with mindfulness techniques, maybe like some deep breathing sessions, which I personally love doing a bit of a cat-cow. You just breathe in and breathe out, and it's really great to start your days. One of my favorite exercise to start in the mornings, and that's going to really start with some again, deep breathing sessions, maybe even adding some stretching or some yoga sessions at night. I like to put, right now we have Christmas music everywhere, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear it in the background, but my music is going. That's something that relaxes me. So finding ways to manage your stress is going to be so helpful during this time, so you're not overdoing it and feeling burnt out at the end of this year. Moving on is to setting intentions for this new year. So as we say goodbye to this year and hello to 2024, which you are talking to the person most excited about this year ending. I am ready to really begin something new, something fresh, and just reflect on all of the things that happened, be grateful for what has happened, and move on, right? So, setting intentions for the year. Let's get back on track. So, it's the perfect time to set intentions to make a really big bang. Like when the champagne corkscrew just kind of pops out. I would really like to encourage you to reflect on this past year, on your journey, on how far you come, and most importantly, like, pat yourself on the back, because I am sure you've achieved a lot. And it's kind of really great to start getting crafty, maybe with some SMART goals for this next coming year. So, what are SMART goals? The SMART goals it actually stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and it's timelined. So SMART goals is something that I use in my coaching program. Instead of just writing down a goal, a SMART goal is going to really define kind of like your plan of what you're going to do, and something that you can really measure it. It's actually achievable. It's realistic. It's not something that you're hoping to do, and it gives you a timeline. So it's an actual plan that you're going to make for whatever you're trying to achieve. So, for example, I have a lot of people that say, maybe in 2024, they want to lose weight. January is one of the most popular months of the gym, right? A lot of people sign up. They have all the best deals in January. So what do people say? They say, I want to be more active. I want to work out more, right? And that is their actual goal. But there is nothing holding you accountable or anything like that. So an example is just, I want to be more active, is so vague that you're not going to really know exactly what you're going to be doing, right? When you get to the gym, or when you want to be more active, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to walk? Are you trying to run? Are you trying to do yoga, Zumba? Like, what are you trying to do, right? So here's a very SMART goal sentence that kind of give you an idea of how to make your own SMART goals at home. And if you are doing these, it's a great way to write them down, maybe in a sticky note if that's something that you want to do, somewhere where you'll be able to see it. And this is really going to start setting those intentions, because if that's something that you want to do in the next year, it's kind of already preparing your mind that you're going to do this, right? And of course, it's going to be time-based, so you can say you're going to start next year and you're still going to see it. So it's going to help you be more accountable, be more motivated. So going back to talking about an example of being more active, right? I want to work out more. What does that mean? So here's a really good example. I'm going to strength train 2 times a week at the gym for 3 months at the local gym. And then you can go as far as saying, I'm going to work out, strength training Monday and Wednesday for the next 3 months. Be as specific and measurable as possible, because what I don't want you doing is, I'm going to strength train and cardio every day and do all of these things, right? I think if somebody hasn't worked out in a while, or it's really been off their routine, going back easy and not hammering yourself, it's perfect, so I think that's very realistic, very measurable. You have that 3-month, timeline that you are going to be achieving. And if you think you can do more, do more. And within that process, if you don't think you can go up to it and live up to it, then you can always change it. It's not concrete. It's just a great way to start seeing results by writing these down. So that's a really great way And again, I always implement it because it's a great way to start seeing what you can do, but you also want to challenge yourself, right? You don't want it to be too easy as well. And lastly, is prioritizing some relaxation time. So I gotta admit that the holidays, again, are a very stressful time of year because, like I mentioned earlier, we divide our time in so many different ways that we don't really like sit down and relax when we're enjoying with our family. We just kind of go, okay, thank you, bye, we see you, off to the next thing, hi, and then we're off to the next thing. So actually, this year we are setting some boundaries and doing what we want as a family and not what's expected of us during this holiday. So, like I mentioned earlier, we are, setting our boundaries and doing what we want to do and enjoying the holiday our way. This holiday, I do want to remind you that it is important to pencil in some me time. Like I mentioned earlier, we can go. We can be doing all of these things, setting our intentions, managing our stress, but we also gotta carve in some me time, whether it's deciding to take a nice bath, maybe pampering yourself, maybe even just reading a book. For me, it's been a while that I picked up a book that I really enjoyed and liked. So that might be something that I added on here because that's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. So I'm with you on the book reading and catching up on some reading, some fiction, because that's what I feel like is missing in my life right now, right? So again, self-care is ultimately the gift that you can give yourself. After all, a relaxed mind is a healthy mind. And so as your coach, I am here to make sure you have a stress-free, meaningful holiday season. I hope this guides you through the festivities and assist you in some way through getting some goal setting and encourage you to enjoy these moments of tranquility and just instead of just doing the holiday hustle and bustle that we are accustomed to doing all the time. Wishing you the rest of this month filled with joy and laughter and all of the happiness that you can come. So I will be talking to you guys after Christmas. So I hope you enjoy that season. And I do want to remind you that the coaching applications are still full on. I am coaching a couple of people for 2024. If you haven't heard, it is to give out to the community. So if you're somebody that's been having a hard time keeping the weight off, having hair loss issues, not knowing what to eat, how to eat, gut issues, all of the things, you feel tired all the time, especially right now, you feel sluggish, you don't feel like yourself, your sleeping isn't right. This is going to help you with all of that. So I want to encourage you to apply. And I can't wait to start working with you guys. I'm so excited. And I really is one of the reasons why I want 2024 to start already, because I really want to start working with you. So again, happy holidays. Enjoy this next week full of fun and festivities, and I will come back next week. Talk to you later. Bye.